We are here on the show, ladies, and tonight on the show, we are going to talk about the Raiders. And what are the Raiders? What can we expect from the Raiders here this season? So this is a team who hired a coach who was very successful, but that was 10 years ago. For the last 10 years, he's been an announcer. And the league has changed so much since this man left, and I believe in 2007 was his last year. The game has changed so much since there. It is now a completely, literally, almost a passing league. You need a quarterback in this league now. Back in his day, you could still run. You could still go by the philosophy of what run the football, play defense. He actually, you can say he won a Super Bowl with a game manager in Brad. What was his name? I'm forgetting what the fuck his name was. Brad Johnson. He won a Super Bowl with that idiot. Most likely, you are not winning a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson at this moment. That guy, if he were in the league right now, he would be working at McDonald's asking people if you want fries from 7 to 5. You now need a slinger at the quarterback position. A Tom Brady. Somebody like that. A Peyton Manning. Well, Peyton Manning struggled at times in the playoffs, but you know what I mean. Dan Marino. You need a big name quarterback. So he is not used to that. And actually, to be honest, this guy right here, he's got Derek Carr, may actually be the best quarterback he has ever worked with. Now, the thing about David Carr is what is he? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he mediocre? I think he's been in the league 5 years and only one good year. But for the most part, this guy has kind of struggled. But now you finally get a good coach, even though he's been in the league for 10 years, you get a good coach in Jon Gruden to try to develop him. Although it's kind of, he's been in the league for like 5 years or even longer. But he's always had defensive-minded coaches, with Jack Del Rio and Dennis Allen. Now you finally get an offensive-minded coach in Jon Gruden for Derek Carr. I'm excited to see where they go, but I do believe they're going to get off to a slow start. One, the schedule is kind of tough, and two, Jon Gruden has not been in the league for 10 years. He's going to have to adjust. There's going to be some formations, some plays he's calling. It's just not going to work. It worked 10, 15 years ago, but at this moment, it is not going to work, and Jon Gruden is going to have to adjust to that. I formation. And handing it off to the tight end, you don't see that a lot. And he might do that in the beginning, the first few weeks, and then he'll realize, yeah, that's not a play we do anymore. He's going to have to learn the new way, which is, you have to have a quarterback. You have to sling it. You have to throw it. You can still run it. Jacksonville made it to the AFC Championship last year, even Minnesota, with the philosophy of running the football, playing defense. But a lot of guys are going away from that. Look at the league. It's a quarterback league. Almost everybody has a quarterback now. I think more than half of the league has a quarterback. There's a few teams that okay, but for the most part, I think 15, if not 25. Well, I don't know, but there's a lot of good quarterbacks out there right now. And so he's going to have to make adjustments, Maybe, I'm not sure what his philosophy was. I don't know. Was he a run first or a pass first? I don't remember. But if he was a run first, he's going to might have to okay, now we have to be a pass first system. But we'll see what happens. I'm also excited to see how Derek Carr, if he can improve his game with the tutelage under Jon Gruden. I'm excited for this football team. I'm excited to see how Jon Gruden comes back into the league after 10 years, and, what is his style. I'm excited for this team. I'm very excited for this team. I want to see how they're about. But I don't think playoffs, to be honest. Derek Carr, like I said, he's been in the league for like 5 years, only one good year. New coach has not been in the league for 10 years. I don't think a playoff. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to say it's going to be a terrible year. I just don't think it's going to be a playoff year. Let's look at their schedule. First game versus Los Angeles Rams, Monday Night Football. Los Angeles Rams are too good to me. Well, this is the thing too. LA has a lot of players. They have a lot of new players. It's going to be interesting. You have the new coach, Jon Gruden, but you also have the LA Rams. That might be a pretty, you might see a lot of mistakes in that game. This is going to be a good game to watch. Monday Night Football. I'm gonna give it to the Rams just because at least, although they have all these new players, at least the system has been established. The philosophy. Next, Denver, the high altitude, I don't like it either. Miami, you should get your first win there, but at the same time, if Miami's about shit, they have to beat a team like the Raiders at home. Or else Miami's just gonna in chicken legs. We'll address that in a few days. But I feel like Miami, you have to win your home games. Then Cleveland, that for sure be their first win if they have not won a game yet. LA Chargers. It's in Los Angeles, which I believe, by the way, I think the Chargers are going to be very good this year. I think it's going to be a loss. Seattle, they're coming into the Raiders. Can they get them? Possibly. We'll see. Indianapolis, that'll be a win. San Francisco, that's a 50-50 game, but you are going to San Francisco, which is not really that far, but it's going to be a hostile environment. We'll see. Los Angeles Chargers this time around coming to the Raiders' house. I have the Los Angeles, I have the Raiders winning the second time. Arizona, even though you have to go to Arizona, Arizona's a bad football team. I don't like them too much. Although they beat the shit out of the Cowboys today, I still don't like them. That'll be a win for the Raiders. Ravens at the Cupcake Stadium, or whatever the hell you call their stadium, the crab cake. If the Ravens are about shit, they'll win that game. Next, Kansas City coming into a Raiders. I got the Raiders winning that game. Pittsburgh, they're coming into the Raiders. Can they get that would be the win of the season if they can upset the Steelers. We'll see. Cincinnati, although you have to go to Cincinnati sucks ass. I think the Raiders win. Denver coming in the second time around. I think you get them. And you finish with Kansas City. It's in Kansas City. I think Kansas City wins it. I'm going to say about 7 wins. A slow start, most likely, because of the schedule. Especially you have to go to, you play the Los Angeles Rams, who won 11 games last year, and then you got to go to Denver, which, that's always a problem because of the high altitude. And then maybe, you'll get your first win when, Miami, Cleveland, somewhere there you'll get your first win. But I'm going to say 7, and also I just said Jon Gruden's coming in for the first time in 10 years, and we don't know what he's going to be all about. So I think I'm being fair. If you're a Raiders fan watching the show, I think we have a few Raiders fans watching the show. I think Frank's wife is a Raiders fan, and I think Watermelon's a Raiders fan. I don't think you guys are going to get ass hurt. What the fuck is happening? With the laptop, never mind. I don't think you guys are going to get an ass hurt. I think I'm being fair. You're having a new coach. He's coming into the league for the first time in 10 years. The league has changed. He's going to have to adjust to it. I think you guys agree with me. It is normal for this team to get off to a slow start. The coach is going to have to adjust to the new NFL style. So I think you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry then. You're probably thinking too high of your team, which says unprofessional. Unprofessional. If you want to be unprofessional, good. Watermelon, go please bring me a watermelon. I still don't. I don't even know. If you still exist. You're never on the show. I'm always hearing from other people that Watermelon said this, Watermelon said that. I don't know if you're a real person or not, man. But if you are, man, I hope you agree with me. Maybe maybe you'll be in the comment section finally one day. And that's all I have to say for tonight on the show. I am C. I am the man that runs the place. I am C. I am the man that runs the place. I am as good as advertised. And what else can I say? But thank you. I think I'm being fair tonight. I'm going to say 7 wins. I love to be higher, but it's just, I cannot be too high on a guy who's coming into the league for the first time in 10 years. A lot of things have switched since last time he was on the league. So, But we'll see what happens. And like I said, Derek Carr, he, for the most part, he struggled throughout his career, other than that 1 year where he had that fantastic career, that fantastic season, and then broke his leg on Christmas Day, which I was very upset with. I made a video, but anyway, the show's over. The show's over. 7-9. 7-9. Let me know in the comment section if it's too high, if it's too low. I think it's right on. Later. Until next time, later.